And we are at bench 2, post the sped up part you saw about the fret leveling and crowning and polishing, which worked out very nicely. I haven't done any of the fretboard cleaning and hydration yet, which we're going to use coconut oil this time, as per Mike at Fulton Street Beats says he always uses coconut. So I finally got a rosewood that I can put coconut on and see how it compares to lemon oil. Alright, so I have mounted the zebras in their pickup rings, and I have begun preparing the parts I'm going to need for this rewire. And what's going to happen is that on the bridge I'm actually going to go for a split, and I don't know what value this resistor will be yet. I'm going to figure that out. And what's going to happen is that on the push-pull switch, besides, you know, splitting it on this side, the other side is going to have an inline filter, which is going to take off a little bit of the base side of it. And the neck is already a little bit warm, and it's not worth splitting because it's a 7.5, so I'm just going to use a regular pot on that. But I am going to have an inline filter to roll off some of that base. Now what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to use the tone pot to be able to go around the filter and take it out of circuit when you pull up on this pot. It's going to have a 22 cap, and so what's going to happen when you pull up on this thing, it's going to basically give it a boost, because now it's going to let all of the bottom end of the both pickups go through, and so it'll act like a boost circuit, something like, what's that guitar that J-Man has that I can't remember. He's got a guitar where there's a switch that is set for a boost, and I'm sure they're doing something like this where they're taking off some of the frequencies with a filter, and then they're going around it like what I'm going to do here, and it'll sound like it's giving it a boost to the guitar. Other than that, just regular, you know, through the switch and out to the jack. Nothing special there, but I've never done this before. This is new. Now I was able to do this because of the reworked Gizmo 1 box. And so what happens here is that I need a 2200 capacitor here in parallel with a 360K, and here it's going to be a 4700 with a 230K resistor in parallel with it. Those I measured already, and just need to prepare for them. So I'm going to provision my pots and my capacitors with my resistors. The tone cap is already mounted on this one. So yes, this will be the boost, this will be the split, and the pot that's in there right now for the volume is just going to stay in the guitar. And that's what we're going to do. So I have some electronic work to do. Okay, I just finished the wiring. I wish to report it looks like it went well. I tested it with my meter, and it looks like everything's connected according to the wiring diagram. Looks like a lot on the wiring diagram, but not so much when you put it in there. And the reason that is because I used all braided shielded wiring between the points that I needed to go to, so it wouldn't have to be, you know, 2 wires. It's already 2 wires, a shield and a braid. So I took the opportunity to take that so that it would not be so many wires in there. Okay, let's see what happens. Find the hole, plug it in. I've got the receiver over there on the amp. Oh, I hear sound. I hear sound. Let's peel this back a little bit. And we are on the bridge. I took the knob off of there when I was doing the fret work. I'll put it back on afterwards. When I say I took the knob off of there, I mean this knob here. Alright, let's see what happens. Ooh. Okay, that's good. That's good. Bridge. Split. Yes. All right, here's the boost. Yes. That gets around the filter. Neck. Yes. It looks like it works. Woohoo! Woohoo! I'm liking that. I buffed up the headstock as well while I'm over here because this is my buffing station, you know, the front and the back. Can I catch the light? I guess I can't. What about up there? Nope. Doesn't look like it, but it's beautiful. So the next move is back to bench one. I have to hydrate the fretboard. And I'm going to use coconut oil, as Mike at Fulton Street Beats says that's all he uses. So we're going to see. Bought a jar of it. It's been around for a while. I just haven't had a chance to use it. Okay. Some stuff in there from the buffing. That's it. Off to bench one. Do this stuff. Install the new tuners and string it. Oh yeah, by the way, I had to replace the neck ring as well because there was a crack around one of these. So I replaced this one to make it a little bit lower to get the action. But this one was cracked, so I had to replace that one too. I don't know what happened to the plastic on that. It might have stayed in the bag or something. I don't know. But anyway, doesn't matter. It's going to come off very soon anyhow. So I've got the hardware for the body at the other bench. Alrighty, we got the coconut oil out. It almost has no smell. Let's see what it's like. Refined coconut oil. Mike's always looks a little softer. This is really hard. Try a couple of frets in the middle here and just see what happens. Maybe I need to warm it up in the microwave to make it a little bit more liquefied. We're going to do a pilot test right here in the middle. Well, it's shiny anyway. Not too much dirt left on there because I did clean it with naphtha after I took all of the tape off to get the gooey. Had to get the gooey. It's really hard. The plastic or glass? It's not glass, but it's a really hard polycarbonate style bottle. Okay, turn it over. All right, let me put my glasses on so I can see. All right. Let's compare that to a couple of lemon oils. Okay. Let's go on the inside. See what happens. It's not as shiny now as it was before. So because this is not as liquidy as the lemon oil, it's not really seeping into the pores. That compared to that, a little more color came off with the lemon oil. Right now, I think I like the lemon oil better. Let's see if I can, oh wow, this stuff's really hard. Okay, it liquefies under my finger. Let me try it the same way. Yeah, just my body heat liquefied it. You know, that is going to do a better job because there's enough of it to actually fill the pores there. It doesn't smell coconut even after that. I wonder if refined coconut, caution, any oil will burn if you overheat. I guess this was meant for cooking. What's in it? Storage instructions. Where's the ingredients? Sometimes they call things lemon or cooking or imported by Walmart of Canada. Ingredients. There it is. Coconut oil. That's all it is. Coconut oil. It's just a different fruit than lemon, right? Yeah, it has no smell. All right, let's go on another new corner. Okay, that is looking better than it did the first time. You got to liquefy it, otherwise it just doesn't get in there. Okay, so between the lemon and that, now they look about the same. Okay, I can smell lemon. I smell nothing. The lemon smells. Again, is this anything other than lemons? Remove strings, shake the bottle well, apply a small amount on the fretboard. A little goes a long way. Live to play live. Blah blah blah. And other than that, they don't give away any secrets. No, with a clean cloth work dirt and grime free and wipe away any excess oil. Not for use on maple fretboards. Well, that's pretty obvious. No secrets on that one. So I just wanted to do this test. To see if, you know, because a bottle like this is $8 or $9, maybe $10 now. This has been going for a long, long time. And this was like $2.97, I think. Maybe $3, I'm not sure. If it's a decent alternative to lemon oil whenever, it seems to be doing okay. It's dry. Lemon oil. A little bit there left over. But you know, it usually takes a bit to seep in. But okay. I am going to use my finger to do all the frets with coconut oil and see how it goes, minus the two I already did with the lemon oil. And once that's done and it's fairly dried up, I'm gonna mount this new set of Music Lily tuners, which are Grover styles. They look just like the ones that came off, albeit they look a little dull. But did the originals also look dull? Well, the originals look a little bit shinier, but these have solid posts, so the gearing ratio is much better built. Yeah, I guess these are going to be a matte black. Okay, that goes in there. Stick. You know, I had this thing all strung up, and this is a set of 9 to 46, which is a mistake. I wanted 9 to 42s, but I ordered them wrong. So I bought a handful of 9.5s because I'm always breaking 9s. Well, I've only had this thing strung up, you know, for a few days, since it's been sitting here for a while, and I realized that my strings were not grounded, so I had to take this up again, get this out, and take a little bit of that powder coating off so that the grounding would transfer to everything, because I was getting some buzzing that was not fun to listen to. So I decided, well, now I'm just going to put the 9 back on that I took off, because if I'm breaking a 9.5 as well as 9.5s simply by undoing the loosening the post, what's the point of putting a 9.5 on there? So we'll just have to go with it and know that I have some other replacements available anyway at the same time. And it broke right up at the tuning peg up here. And I didn't turn it up and down that many times. It's been sitting with tension for about 3 or 4 days, 4 or 5 days actually. I had company. Alright, so it's going to go this way to tighten. Yes. And let's see, that goes from the inside to the outside, around the top. Like that. Like this and like that. And tighten. So it broke right at the luthier's knot. Alright, so I'm going to go through all of the tuning up again. I'll be right back.